Did you know, Kathy, that we have a sponsor for the Building Business
Well,
podcast?
see, if you can see from my notes, I highlighted what I used to say, so I was wondering when that new one was going to be going into effect.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it. So, Viking Merger
Exciting.
wants to join the team.
Yeah.
Hey, Emily.
Yeah.
It's our first sponsor.
That's amazing.
So we're all
Congrats.
kind of excited about that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
it. And
yeah,
I
yeah.
understand we'll be speaking with them soon, too, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that would
Correct.
be great.
Yep.
We'll learn a little more about Viking mergers and what they are all about.
Hey, Kathy, go ahead and intro us.
All right, we're all ready? All right, fabulous. Well, hello, and welcome to the Building Business Podcast, powered by the Mount Pleasant Chamber of Commerce. We are here with our friends at Charleston Media Solutions Studios, huge supporters of the Chamber, great partners to us. Thank you so much for recording us today. My name is Kathy Herman. I am a past president of the Mount Pleasant Chamber of Commerce. I am a current chair of the Rise Women in Business Committee. You have to start coming to some of our events. And I am the marketing director at Mount Pleasant Town Center. And of course, I am joined once more by my all-time fave co-host.
All time.
And I can say it now because he really is my all-time fave co-host.
We're the only ones that want to do this.
I know. No, that's not true. I just say Mike is my favorite, so Mike's got to come. Mike Compton, he's co-owner of Rumbo Advertising, the former chair of the Chamber Marketing Committee.
Oh, I was wondering if you say former chair.
I
That's
am.
nice
Well,
of
you
to
are
say.
former. Well, listen, once you do it, you're never forgotten. And he is
Former
the
president. Yeah, not former.
Well, I'm
Marketing chair.
past president, and current president of the Charleston American Marketing Association. Mike, thank you for being here with me again today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, again, my favorite.
Oh.
I am so excited about our guest today, and we're going to talk about it a little later, but she's usually the one interviewing me. So I get to turn the tables today for the first time in years and get to ask the questions. So I'm really excited. Our guest today is the anchor host of one of the Low Country's favorite morning news and lifestyle shows, Palmetto Life, on Live 5, which is WCSC. She hails from Toms River, New Jersey, where I have a lot of friends still, just so you know. She joined the Live 5 news team in September of 2021. After stints, and I can't wait to talk about these, an NBC News Today show intern. That's huge.
That was fun.
WPVI programming and production intern and WBAL news intern. She has fallen for Charleston like the rest of us for all the reasons that we love to be here, and we are so happy you're here as well. Please welcome Emily Zuhowski.
Woo! Thank you guys so much for having
Celebrity
me.
in the
It's
house.
so weird to be on this side of things. I never get interviewed, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
now
always
I'm
the
nervous.
I do so many interviews
I'm not
in a
nervous.
day.
I'm just
yeah.
gonna have fun with her now.
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah.
So, Kathy, what do you mean you get interviewed by her? What does
So,
this mean?
so of course, Town Center has numerous events throughout the year, and the majority of them, I'm not sure many people know, but the majority of them have a charity component associated with them. We raise money for numerous charities throughout the year. I started counting it, and I really should. I mean, over the 10
Keep
years
track.
I've been here, I can't even tell you how much money we've raised. But anyway, so we love working with Emily and Palmetto Life on the show, and I get to go on there and hang out with her and talk about the events that were coming. And I always bring my charity partner with me because that's really the focus
course.
that I
Or
love.
puppies.
Or puppies,
Yeah,
because puppies are
we love
coming up
that.
soon for a pup bowl. And she also knows that, Joey Sofon's my favorite weather guy. So I get to see him
Oh, you
every time I go
fangirl.
to.
I didn't know you were a fangirl.
So, fan.
So which one is that again? Which is he the?
Joey
He's
Sofon.
in the morning.
He's the morning guy.
Okay, yeah.
Got the
he's-
beard. He lives in Mount Pleasant.
Yes.
He's and not that I don't love other ones, but Joey and I go way back
We
now.
love
so
him.
yeah,
Aw.
he's my favorite. So
There you
anyway,
go.
Emily gets to usually ask me questions. So I'm so excited that you're here so we can learn more about you.
Yay.
What's it like on stage over there, Kathy? Do you
Oh, it's amazing.
Is it cool? What you go in there?
You go in, you get checked in, you feel like you're
Emily's in
you know-
makeup. She's not ready to talk to you yet.
I
She's
wish.
just-
I
Well,
wish.
actually, I
Don't
listen-
talk to me.
No, I give Emily a lot of credit because every time I've gone there, I usually get there a little early. It's a live show,
Sure.
right? So it's not taped, which is you have to know it's
Oh,
live.
that's cool.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Stakes are high.
It goes on
Yeah.
live at 9, and depending on when your segment is when they tell you to arrive.
okay.
I live in Mount Pleasant. I'm going to the studio in West Ashley, so I'm there by 8:30 just to make sure that I don't miss a thing. Emily's always the first one to come out and visit us and bring us back into the green room to wait. Always talking, we're always laughing, and then we get to watch the show before it goes live, and then the last time I was on, we got to sit on the couch with Emily, waiting while Emily was doing a live spot. It was the Vietnamese restaurant, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so they were doing their cooking spot, and me and my guests were sitting over on the couch, and it's like, it's just like this big family. It just makes you feel like this big family, and then Joey comes on with the big. I always still get fascinated with the green screen. So yeah, it's really fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're really pretty awesome.
It's a good time.
We're excited about it. But come on, tell us about. Well, I'm going to go back to talk about you, but. Tell everyone what Palmetto Life is, how you got involved with it, and why it's so special.
Yeah, so we launched Palmetto Life in 2023. So before that, Live 5 had never had a full-time lifestyle show. We had some lifestyle segments that would run from time to time, but if you guys are familiar with the TV landscape at all, these lifestyle shows have been popping up a lot, especially over the past few years, but some of them have been going on for a while. Live 5 wanted to get involved and have a more positive relationship with the community, because when you're a news station, a lot of times people, you're just covering a lot of the bad things that go on in the community, right? That's what I used to do. I was a news reporter. I was a news anchor. But my heart was always somewhere like this, something a little bit lighter. I just think it fits my personality a lot more. And you don't have to have that stress of every day, just reporting on things that are not so fun to talk about.
Right.
It's so much more fun to have a show where every day you get to uplift people, you get to inspire people, you get to educate people, and have fun with the community and share some good news, because life can be heavy sometimes. So now we have this show, again, launched in 2023, Monday through Friday, 9 to 10 a.m.
And you've been the only host, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. So I launched the show. So I was already working at Live 5, so I was kind of ready to think beyond my role. I was weekend anchor. It was hard, early mornings as my friends were, going out.
Kidding.
I was going into work at 3 a.m. on the weekend.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, so it was a little bit tough. I was like, can I do this anymore? It was tough. And it was kind of a great time. They were launching the show. They thought I would be a good fit for it. And then we ended up working for a few months to put it all together and come up with this. It's funny because I did this in school. Like, I did this in grad school. We would pretend to launch a show or something like this. And the fact that I ended up actually having to do that was crazy.
That's awesome.
That was wild. I remember emailing my professors being like, you guys won't believe this, but I just launched a TV show. And they just loved that. That was really fun.
Welcome to Charleston.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy. Yeah,
it's been a whirlwind. It's been really great to have Live 5 as the fuel for this, because of course it's the oldest TV station in South Carolina, such a strong presence here in the Low Country. So to have them backing us has been amazing. And we became the first lifestyle show in Charleston to ever be nominated or to win an Emmy, which is crazy.
Oh, wow.
So we won our first Emmy.
Where's your Emmy?
Congrats.
It's at my house right now. It's on my mantle. So that was really fun. So that was only in 2 years of having the show.
Next time.
Yeah.
I know.
Emmy, right there.
Yeah, that was crazy. So in
next
2
one you
years,
win.
having 2 years under our belt and already doing that and kind of making history in this space was really cool.
Totally.
So that just shows that what we're doing is resonating with people, not just here, but in the regional audience. It was a Southeast Emmy. So that was exciting. So what we do, we're talking about all the exciting things happening in the community. Like you said, events, spotlights on people who are making a difference in the community, nonprofits, lots of business features, lots of that. We just have a lot of fun with it. Like tomorrow we have, some big names coming in. Gonna have to stay tuned. We got some A-listers coming in from time to time.
What?
Which is really fun.
I know you had the cast of Outer Banks on not that
Outer
long ago, right?
Banks.
Well, so this is probably
And
going
they
to launch in a month and a half.
I was there, and remember they were sneaking them in and out. Anyway.
You can tell us.
Yeah, we've had some Sherry Shepherd's coming on, which I thought was really, really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amanda
Talk
just gasped
show host.
behind me. Amanda just gasped.
Yeah,
just
Sherry
now,
Shepherd.
Who's that?
Yeah, we've had,
You don't know Sherry
of course,
Shepherd?
all the
I
Outer
don't know.
You don't know who that is?
I'm sorry. I'm
What?
just so out of it.
Yeah, and now it's the Sherry
I'm not
show.
the target demo for the View, I don't think. No offense.
It's big news, Mike. That's all
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
say.
get
It's
it.
big news.
I get it. Was it
Yeah.
on
Great.
Morning Brew? I listened to Morning Brew.
But yeah, it's fun to have people who come to town for different performances when they're here in Charleston. And then, of course, we interview so many local people. We just celebrated our 600th show. So I've done thousands of interviews on this show, which is crazy.
Fun.
So
Sounds like you hate your job.
Yeah, no, it's a really fun job. It really is. It definitely
And when
is.
did you move to Charleston?
2021. So I came here right out of grad school. I graduated undergrad during the pandemic, the height of the pandemic, 2020. I just immediately went back to school because there was really not much going on.
Smart.
So I went to Northwestern and got my graduate degree there, was living in Chicago. Just wanted to get back to the East Coast. I applied to this job. I had the call within like hours with the news director here, and it was a very quick process. And then I started here as a reporter, and then 4 months later got promoted to weekend anchor, and then a year and a half later got tasked with becoming the host and executive producer of the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a dream come true then.
It's crazy. Yeah. In the
especially
TV business,
here.
there's so much moving around. So
Exactly.
the fact that I've been able to be here for almost 5 years now and
That's
have
a long time, isn't it?
in the TV business, yes, it really is. So I'm very lucky to have something where it's constantly evolving and there's new opportunities coming up.
What are you looking forward to doing like in the future? Like,
I
is there
don't
another
know.
show? They're doing a spin-off?
I don't know. I really don't know. I
You
feel really lucky right now. Of course, we hear a lot about, the job space right now is crazy.
For sure.
So I'm feeling really lucky to have this role where we're always evolving, we're always growing, and you'll see that a lot in the next couple months. We are very lucky to be able to do that.
So we're in the building business, right? So let's talk about how Live 5 helps our economy. It helps build our businesses. I know you do segments. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Nonprofits. You got that. What else?
Yeah. So this show is unique because we have part of a sales format as well in our show. So businesses come on and advertise on the show.
Now we're talking.
So we've done everything from, I do most of the paid interviews. I have a lot of law firms that come on. I have, pros in the home world, contractors, things like that. I just did a roofing interview the other day. Lots of doctors, a lot of people in the medical space. Aesthetics and health and all of those things. I know there's a lot of that here in Mount Pleasant.
Subject to subject.
Subject to subject, or we'll do, a hair salon or a restaurant. Any type of business really has a space on this show. We really try to make it fun, like no matter what the topic is.
There are a lot of small businesses
There's
here in Mount
so
Pleasant, aren't there? How many are there
many.
in the town center alone?
We have 60.
Stop it.
65 stores.
What?
And
didn't know it was
about
that
10
big.
restaurants. Yeah, so there's space for 75 small businesses in town center.
So that's right there alone, and then you got the other ones that we won't mention. But you know what I mean? Like that's all there are is like shopping plazas all over.
Yeah,
the
there's
place.
so much of that.
Yeah, so that's great for you though. 'Cause it's like
It's a unique
you
format.
can share all those stories.
Yeah, I think what people like about it is it doesn't feel like a commercial. And that's a unique way of advertising right now, I think. Like we're just doing a casual interview about what your business is and who you are. Of course, we have to put on there that it is, sponsored, things like that. But it's just a fun, lighthearted way to reach a new audience, I think. And we always try to, our show, like we don't do any doom and gloom. We don't do any politics. We don't do any of that. We want to leave that for an hour, 9 to 10 a.m.
Leave
we
it
want
to
it
those
to be
news
positive.
people to take
We'll
care
leave
of
it to
that,
the news
right?
team right next door. Yeah.
So needed though.
It is
Emily.
needed, and we've
It's
heard
so
that.
needed.
Especially
I
in
always
the morning
think about
too.
that.
Just when you're getting your day started. When I'm off and I'm able to watch it at home live, I just Emily always makes me smile.
Emily, well, there you go.
So
yeah.
and I'm not just saying that. I really mean it.
It's a good time. It's right after CBS Mornings finishes. It comes right to us.
Right.
You have
The
some
doom
game
and gloom's
shows on
over.
after that.
Doom and gloom's over. Here comes Emily with
Yeah.
some positive news that's going to help your business.
Yeah, for real.
Or your personal life.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of personal life stuff too? Like, is there?
Not as much. We mention things from time to time. Like I'm getting married this year in April. So sometimes
You are
it comes
personally
up.
getting
I
married?
am personally
Oh,
getting
okay.
married.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm getting married.
congratulations.
Thank you. So that type of thing comes up from time to time, and we get to share a personality. And something that I think Joey has talked about a lot was, he even though he's worked there for 10 years, in the past 3 years, he's been able to share his personality so much more because we finally have a platform where we can just chat and be ourselves.
Cool.
And I think that's fun. I think that's resonated with the audience a lot, and why it's had the success that it has. It's very genuine. Like we are genuinely loving each other's company and having so much fun. And
Awesome.
it's really great when we're just out and about in the community and people come up to us and say, oh my gosh, thanks to you guys, like we found the best new restaurant, or we found our new go-to place to go for this or that. And I think that's been really fun to be able to share gems that we've found that we can now share with the greater community and help boost them as well.
Are you covering or able to cover like topics like mental health? Or
Yes. Yeah, we've done that. We've had some behavioral health centers come on. We've talked about that. Yeah, I have probably done every topic under the sun. Like any of the most random topics you have ever heard of, I have done it.
Oh, now it's challenging.
I'm
being challenged.
I've had crazy animals in the show. I've done art with like raw fish. I've done everything, and so has our reporter Reagan. We send her out, and she does the craziest things, like cold plunge in 20-degree weather.
Sure.
She's doing that. Sword yoga. We did that live recently.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, we will come up with the craziest stuff and put it on the air. So if you have not seen the show yet, you got to watch.
I love that.
Yeah.
I honestly, I haven't seen the show,
You
so I'm
need
going to see the show.
Now
You're like,
you know
duh,
me.
I knew that.
Yeah.
All your dumb questions.
No, I get it. You
Well,
have
I'll
to.
be on soon with the puppies, so I'll make sure you
Oh,
know
yes,
when that
give me
is,
that date.
okay?
Yeah.
You have to be on with the puppies. So a typical day, right? So the show goes live at 9.
Yes.
Kind of give us an idea of what happens prior to the live.
I think a lot
cameras.
of people wonder this. I always used to wonder this about TV people. Like, how do they spend their days? What happens in the studio? So I'm also the executive producer, so I do a lot behind the scenes as well. So I get in around 7 a.m., which is this is like my dream schedule after having to get up in the middle of the night and on the weekends and everything.
Yeah.
I get in at 7, and I am immediately looking at the show. Going over, what my producer did, working with him to edit some scripts and add in some stuff I know needs to be added in, go through a lot of emails, of course. And then I kind of start getting ready for the show. I usually come in, makeup is done, but I do my hair at the station because living in Charleston, we know how the humidity can be.
Oh, absolutely.
So I always do that there. So it's climate
I do
controlled.
my hair here, too.
Climate is, and by the way, guys, we don't
studio.
get a makeup artist hair.
What do you mean you don't? No way.
No, you have to do it all yourself.
Man.
It helps that I grew up in a hair salon. My mom owned a hair salon for 30 years.
You do a great job. I'm not judging you.
Thank
But
you.
I just was, hair and makeup.
Yeah,
right?
you
And
would think. You would think. No, we do it all ourselves.
It's part of the production.
Yeah,
so that's
we
all.
don't. Yeah, we don't have a
Add
stylist.
that
We
to
don't-
your resume.
Yeah, exactly. Get ready for the show, and then we usually have guests start to come sometimes earlier if we have like a really big production happening somewhere. Sometimes we have like big food trucks and things like that.
Cool.
So sometimes people start to trickle in a little bit earlier, but usually 8:30 is when I get in the studio, talk with all the guests. You know how it goes. Everybody sends me what we're going to talk about first, or I know what we're going to talk about, but it's nice to just, talk to them in person, make sure we're all on the same page about everything.
We usually do that today.
Yeah.
But we didn't have time. Sorry,
See,
Emily. But we usually have a green room.
I'm an
and
off-the-cuff kind of girl.
I figured you'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I got some experience with that, ad-libbing every single day on television. And then the show starts, and we have interviews throughout the show. Sometimes I'll have 3 to 4 live interviews in a show. We'll have weather. We'll have just talkbacks with my fellow talent members.
Cool.
And it's just a fun time. It goes by really fast once you're
Really
in the
fast.
show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Yeah, and then sometimes I'll have a shoot. I'll go out and shoot.
You do live? Maybe any on location?
Yeah, I do a lot of on location as well. A reporter does the bulk of it since I do all of the in studio. But yeah, I'll go out and shoot. Like I just did a feature on the Gibbs Museum of Art and some expansions that they're
cool.
going on there. We'll go to different restaurants, things like that. We have a mix of on location and in studio.
I think it's wild. Are they giving you a cameraman too? Are they giving you a camera operator as
when I
well? Because I see a lot of
started-
times you don't have one. It's you all.
Yeah.
You guys are the one team. You're setting up
Yeah,
your own
that's how I
tripod.
started in the business. Yeah, so right now I do. Our team has been expanding a lot, so we're really lucky. We have a very talented photographer and editor right now. But I used to, go out, and I was an MMJ when I started, a multimedia journalist.
Oh, okay.
Which is when you have to pitch all your own stories, come up with everything, make sure it's approved at the pitch meeting. When you're a news reporter, you have to go set up all your own interviews, carry your own equipment. Shoot everything on your camera yourself, edit all of it in your news car, send it back to the station, write your script for approval,
Like right
go
then and there.
live
Like,
by
this is
yourself.
your cadence.
Yeah, you have a backpack where you go live with that, and then you have to send in your news story, and then you go live in like the 6 o'clock news, and then you have to edit your package for the 7 or whatever, and this is all in one day. You have to do all of that by yourself.
That sounds like so much.
It was the most intense job ever. It was crazy. Yeah, but I'm so glad I had that foundation. It teaches you so much about this business.
Sure.
And yeah,
Well,
luckily right now I have more resources.
Well, let's
cool.
go back to that for just 1 second. I read in your introduction, NBC News Today
you've had a lot
show
Yes.
intern.
Big
I mean, tell us a
internships.
little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm 28, but I have been working in this industry for about 12 years now, which is crazy. I started in high school.
Oh, cool.
So I'd
love to hear that.
Reporter? Were you like on the?
Oh, yeah, I was doing everything I could possibly do. I started out in like theater and show choir and all those things. I always loved all of that. And my high school actually had a TV studio. So
the high school level is so pro.
Yes.
It's crazy how pro it is, Kathy.
I know.
I'm so grateful for that.
Not when I was in high school, but now
I was about to say the same thing. I didn't want to throw that out.
We barely had gym class when I was in high school, but that's okay.
I think
walked uphill both ways, barefoot
in the snow.
Yeah, in so many industries, I think it's so important to start young, especially in the high school level. Like I was so lucky to have those opportunities. I started with some like teen television show I hosted for a couple seasons in high school that actually was on TV in a couple states. So that was cool. And then I started interning after graduating high school at some local businesses where I'm from in New Jersey and just worked my way up, just getting as many internships as I could get. I think once I finished college, I had like 7 internships. I was just like, I didn't want to work like a typical job. I wanted to work in the industry. I did radio. I did everything you could possibly do. So once I started getting jobs at the TV station level, I was able to just build on that. So yeah, I worked in Baltimore because I went to undergrad in Baltimore. So I worked at the NBC station there, and I would like go to the courtroom and cover a murder trial or something by myself. Like it was so crazy. And then worked in Philly as well on their lifestyle show, which was really fun to get that aspect because that really got me excited about lifestyle shows. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be one of these hosts one day. And then I always wanted to work for a network as an intern, and I finally got the internship at the Today Show out of the DC bureau. So I would commute from Baltimore to DC.
How old were you then?
I was 18, or I was 21.
21.
Yeah, it was 21, and I would commute the summer before that. I would commute 2 hours each way to my unpaid internship in Philly from New Jersey. Like, I did the craziest things to get my foot in the door in this business.
That's what you have to do.
That's what you have to do, and I'm so glad I did because I got to see what it was really like. Because, like viewers, you have no idea what it's really like in a newsroom or at a TV station. So, yeah, I'm really lucky. Like, I one day was in the buffet line with Lester Holt and Savannah Guthrie behind me. Like, we were all, like, getting barbecue together. Like, just crazy stuff. Huh. Yeah, it was really cool.
Would you be interested and or have time to speak at a high school like classroom?
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, I do that a lot with like some of my colleges and stuff have asked me to do that, and I'm happy to do it. Yeah.
But going back to the high school level, so they have a CAS program here, the Center of Advanced Studies.
Yeah.
And they have a really cool program there, and they do live, and then they do narrative.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on what one there are. There's 3 different CAS programs, and they all have media technology classrooms. They would love to see you.
Yeah, I would happy to do that.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm such a big proponent of that, getting started young. And I think a lot of that is having parents who are really supportive of your dreams.
Yeah.
My parents are the best. Shout out to them. They supported me so much.
Shout out to the parents.
Because, this is a hard industry to get into, and I think like they didn't understand, I think, what they were even getting into with me doing this. There were so many times where, I would be out there in the middle of the woods by myself at 4 a.m. on a live shot and calling my dad, like, I'm scared. And like they would be back in New Jersey, like listening to me. Like they're just the best. And by the way, my parents have never missed a show, especially my dad.
Aww.
After every single show, my dad sends a whole long text describing every segment with emojis.
What?
Yes.
This is pre-AI too, huh?
Yeah, this is right. He doesn't know how to do any of that. This is real. Like he's doing this right now.
He found the right emojis. That's as
so
much as we can ask.
He's got a little note here. Guy's an idiot because he's probably listening to this podcast.
Never. No, it's only ever positive stuff. Always. Yeah.
Has he said something nice about me? I've been on the show a couple times.
Probably. I got to go back and look.
Specifically.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, I got to go back and look.
She was
come on,
the best
Dad, next
episode.
time.
Yeah, come on.
Not just about the puppies, about the guests too.
So funny.
Gosh.
So dreams coming true for you. You're getting married. You're in Charleston. Obviously, it's a beautiful spot. Mm-hmm. Do you think about the future, like staying here in Charleston, or are you going to head out to Houston?
Ooh, I really don't know. People ask me that all the time, and I really don't know. I feel like the way that things have worked out for me, like everything has worked out the way that it's supposed to work out. So I'm just trusting in that. I'm kind of like taking it day by day. I definitely didn't expect to be here for as long as I am.
Yeah, of course.
Because usually TV is contract. So usually you sign like a 2 or 3 year contract and you move on.
We don't want to answer this question because you got to sign your contract yet. You want to hold out for your contract, Emily. I
would love to say. I really would love to say. Yeah.
But yeah. All right.
Well, I'd love you to stay too.
I mean, yeah.
One of the things that I do want to commend you on too, Emily, is she really helps guests combat their nerves.
Oh.
And as a business person, if you're going to be doing it's again, live television is much different than taped, because at least in taped, if you make a mistake or flubber too much or whatever it might be,
right,
you can have it cut out. When it's live, it's live. There are many businesses out there that might want to take advantage of something that Emily can offer on her show, but are petrified of being on live television. I want to let everybody listening to this know that, first of all, Emily is just so warm to be around and really makes you feel comfortable, because some of my guests that I've been on with you are like, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. And then once it's over, they go, well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Right. Because of the way that Emily treats her guests and the way she speaks to you. So I just want people to know, if you're interested in working with Emily on the show and you're so nervous about it, don't be.
Yeah.
Just don't be. Just skip that part. She's really great with it.
Yeah. I get a lot of nervous people that come in or who have never done this before. And I always I make it a point to make sure that they are feeling okay before we go on the air. I'm not just going to throw you on there and be like, okay, here you go, no help. I always say, I'm going to guide you through the whole thing. I'm going to hold your hand through the whole thing. If I could tell that you're struggling, I will take over. And I always...
But not everybody does that, Emily. That's why I'm giving you kudos to that.
Exactly.
I want everybody to feel good. I know it's a very abnormal setting. You're sitting there, the lights are on, the cameras are on, people are at home watching, but I want to make it feel like it's just us talking. There's no live studio audience. There's nobody in the studio. It's just us hanging out, having a conversation, for sure. And I always tell people, if you are feeling nervous right now, just know that you are the expert on this topic. You are here for a reason. You know everything about this topic. So it's just like you're talking to a client or a customer. Just think of me as that. Don't think of me as some TV host person.
Super fancy TV host person. Although you are,
super
Emily.
fancy.
I was going to say, are you people recognize you now?
Yeah.
Walking around town?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
How's
My
that feel?
fiance gets such a kick out of that every single time.
Well, he's just like, well, yeah, she's mine, go away.
Yeah,
right?
He's just so used to it. He's so used to it at this point.
Kathy, have you been recognized yet?
No. Well, not from being on TV, no.
For being the...
She's everywhere.
Not from the podcast. Just, I guess, I don't know. People have, I think the one that is the most is if I have to go on stage at one of my events for something. I used to go on stage for the tree lighting all the time.
Yeah, town
to
center,
help out. Yeah. And people would say, "Oh, didn't I see you on the stage at tree lighting?" But I actually don't do that anymore, so that's good. So I actually try to avoid going on stage. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting recognized less, I think.
Okay.
Which is fine by me.
Well, this podcast is making you famous.
It's very famous.
Now you can be incognito. You don't need your sunglasses on inside or anything.
So, is there been a recent story or feature on the show that's really kind of inspired you, or just really stuck with you, or been special?
Definitely.
Besides me,
I was gonna say
definitely.
This moment.
One that we did this year, and I talked about it on our year-end show just because it inspired me so much, was Dragon Boat Charleston. Do you guys know about them?
No, I do not. What is that?
Oh my gosh, they are amazing. I'm so glad I could tell you guys about them right now, because this is the point of the show, right? We find these people and we get to tell the larger community about them if they don't know. So it's a group of cancer survivors who gets together and does dragon boating for fun, but also they compete all around the world. So these are people that they understand each other's journeys so uniquely and so well. They've connected, and they're more like family. They're not just teammates. Of course, they love what they do, but they can drive each other to doctor's appointments, or they can support each other through some of their hardest times. They are absolutely incredible. And by the way, when I did this story with them, it was 105 degrees. And we were out there, and they were working so hard. They were doing so amazing on that water. I was so impressed by them, their work ethic, the physical demands of it as well. And they go and do that in rain, snow, sleet. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely incredible. So we got to follow them on their journey from practice to a competition that they did in Beaufort. But
I was going to ask about competitions.
Yeah. They've competed all over the world. They've won medals all over the world. Mm-hmm. And they've been doing this for about 20 years.
I've seen it in Tampa.
Yeah.
I didn't know Charleston had one.
Yeah, it's super impressive. Very impressive. So they're a great one. They're a nonprofit.
They have a .com that we can go to?
DragonboatCharleston.com, maybe.
Google.
Yeah. Dragon Boat Charleston. And you can support them. They are a nonprofit. They are amazing. And they do the Dragon Boat Festival every year as well at Brittle Bank Park.
Kathy was just talking about all the nonprofits that she's worked with and money she's raised. And I was challenging you. Now, you should keep track of that. I can only imagine the amount of influence you put onto different nonprofits.
Totally.
Doesn't it make you feel good?
It does.
I feel good just being around you guys. That's all. How about that?
We had one nonprofit that came on. They are called Project Street Outreach, and somebody was watching. I think it was from a law firm or something. They're watching, and they raise money for homeless veterans. And somebody donated $20,000 from seeing the interview that we've had.
See, there you go.
And that was so impactful for them. So that's really exciting. Anytime we can be a part of something like that.
So exciting. I would be remiss to not talk about Camp Happy Days. So,
they've been on.
I'm on the board. Okay, good.
Yeah, they've been on multiple times. Yeah, we love them. They're awesome.
Yes, fantastic.
Yeah, anytime you guys need to send somebody back, let me know.
The gala's coming up, so we might want to.
Yeah, send me an email. We'll set it up.
He's so good at sneaking in his.
We all do that.
I think you need to do this, and I think you need to do that.
Maybe.
But that's why he's my favorite co-host.
Well, it's just fun. We're just having a fun conversation, connecting dots. That's all. We need an MC for Spark. She would be a fantastic MC for Spark.
They're putting a list together for you, Emily.
12th.
Yeah, just send me the schedule.
Send me what you need me to do.
Send me a calendar invite.
We'll get my people to find your people, and then we'll have those people.
Another question I have about just the show in general and things is, social media, right? I mean, just you can get any information you want at any time on your phone, on your computer, 3 o'clock, it doesn't matter when, right? With all the thing. Why do you think that the local news and the local angles still so important to our community?
There's so many reasons. I think it's number one, it's the faces that you have known for so long and have trusted. Like every single day, people will come up to me and be like, Bill Walsh, we love you, Raphael James, Ann McGill. Like these are people that you've grown with for decades, and I think that is a big part of it. You trust them, in your hardest times and in your happiest times to share that news. I have all my local news apps on for like everywhere I've ever lived, anywhere I've ever, I have family, things like that. I like to know like what is happening in those neighborhoods. I think that local reporters have relationships that speak volumes, and they are able to share things that you aren't able to get from just like a normal person on the street posting on Twitter or whatever like that. And it takes a lot. It's really hard work. So that the people working at those news stations, they're not in it for the money. They are not in it for the easy hours or anything like that. There are so many sacrifices that they have to make. So that there's a big reason behind why they're doing it. Right.
Well, I've always been a local news girl.
Yeah.
Right. So there's so many options. You can watch our local news stations. You can watch the national news morning shows, whatever. I will search to find my local anchors and my local reporters, and I get to know them too.
Yeah.
I get to know them, and I get to follow them, and I get to trust what they're telling me. And so I think it's really important.
What commercials they're gonna run?
Stay local.
Yeah.
I actually do. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a big
quite
part
all right,
of it.
Mike.
And also, I just think like having that hyper local presence is so amazing to have that, because where I grew up in New Jersey, I was between the New York and the Philly news markets, so we didn't have like hyper local reporting on anything. Like we didn't have people coming to the council meetings. Like here, we will be covering every council meeting, whether you're in Goose Creek or Mount Pleasant. If there's something big going on, like the reporters are going to be there and they're going to be telling you what's going on. If there's a disturbance in your neighborhood, chances are we will be the ones who will be there and let you know. It's just so nice knowing that there's somebody working for you. Like even for me, like even when I'm off the clock and I see something's wrong in the neighborhood, I see a lot of lights going on, like I will check my Live 5 News app and make sure that like I know what's going on.
Good plug, Emily.
That was a nice plug. I already have it on my phone.
Good plug.
You gotta have it. And the Live 5 First Alert weather app. That is another big thing. I love my local meteorologist.
I have to have that.
Of course.
So
I mean,
I
love that.
I made a stupid comment about commercials, but that's a segue into the business and marketing side of things. Do you have a team that helps businesses on Live 5 to place traditional media?
Definitely.
I'm assuming you do the digital role as well and have kind of a...
We've got it all.
A team, the sale,
Yeah.
marketing.
We have a whole slew of products that you can choose from, whether it's traditional commercials over the air, whether it's digital, whether it's Palmetto Life, if you want to do something like that. We have different, we have so many different products that can help you, whether your budget is this small or this big, which is nice. Like there are options for different people, targeted emails, things like that, targeted ads.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, so that's the Live 5 sales team. They can help you with all of that.
So, just get in touch with somebody on the Live 5 side and get your business boosted. with Live 5,
it is amazing how they do it too, and how they do things in such a targeted way. I never really studied marketing or anything like that, but to see if you're trying to reach somebody in this zip code who makes this amount of money, this demographic, like you're able to do that.
It's like down to a pinpoint.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If I wanted to, if you wanted to advertise to people who bought shoes last week that live in 29464 and make over a certain, you can literally find those 10 people.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy.
And target right to them.
Sorry, business folk. We got to talk a little marketing in here. Do you all produce as well?
We do. We do have an in-house production team, Emmy award-winning team. We won 2 Emmys this year on our marketing team.
Okay.
One of them was the Palmetto Life one, and then we had a promo that won as well. They're amazing.
Yes, congrats.
Yeah.
Team. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
And they won like every single award you could ever win last year for that Bill. I don't know if you guys saw it, the Bill Walsh Head in the Clouds promo.
Okay.
But they won international awards for every single award, Telly Award, Gemma Award, again, Emmys, everything that you could possibly win. So they're really good.
Did they win a Spark Award?
I don't know if they did.
Probably not.
I
Maybe
don't
this year.
know.
Sorry. All right.
Second plug for Spark. Second plug for Spark. I'm counting.
It's on my mind, Kathy. I'm
I don't
sorry.
blame you.
I'm
I
sorry.
know. I'm with you with
I
that.
got T-minus 9 days until we get off submission.
That's awesome.
Anyways, back to Emily.
Have you ever made a mistake on camera?
Ooh, definitely.
Anything bad? Anything more fun?
No, not bad. I mean, things just happen, and things happen that aren't your fault either with live television, especially like in my anchoring days when you're using the teleprompter. I anchored a 3-hour-long show by myself. And so you're using a teleprompter that whole time. There are times where that thing just goes rogue. And you just have to be like, okay.
Oh, like Anchorman?
You just have to keep going. Like
That's real,
yesterday,
huh?
I had an intro for a segment and the teleprompter wasn't in the right place, and I just made it up. But I knew so well what I was about to talk about that nobody would ever know that happens. And I don't use a teleprompter much in my show. I just use it for like the intros into things, so I know everybody's names and things like that, but it's a lot of ad-libbing. We're just having a conversation for like an hour straight. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. Sometimes the teleprompters, though, they get you.
That's
you have
funny.
to kind of toss it to break.
Well, you can always toss it to break, can't you?
Definitely.
Well, what do you think, Kathy?
I've got a couple fun questions I'm going
Let's
to throw
rock
her
and
way,
roll. Okay.
all right, before we wrap this up.
Yep.
If Palmetto Life had a theme song, what would it be?
Like, you want me to sing something? Or like,
Well, if you've got
the like a song.
I mean, is there anything like I know there's like a little intro
Yeah,
thing,
it
but
would have
is
to
there
be
like a
something-
song?
Something beachy, like I love that song. Could You Be Loved, Bob Marley, like something along
There you
those
go.
lines. Like that's
Sure.
the vibe I want. I want people to feel relaxed
Could
when
you
they're
be
watching.
loved?
I love
There you go.
that
Mike's
song.
gonna sing for
That's
you.
one of my
Be
favorites.
loved.
Something beachy, low country, hanging out, having a good time. A little bit, maybe even a little country twang. Maybe
Ooh.
who knows? We do a lot of country music stuff on the show.
Do you go to a lot of live shows?
Yeah, I go to a lot.
Oh, cool.
I'm a
What's it like to be
big
young
music
in
fan.
Charleston?
I know. Could you imagine? I got
Golly.
here when I was too old.
I had so much fun
Same.
in my early 20s here. Now I'm
you
very
still-
tired now all the time.
I'm sure. Exhausted.
Yes, it gets to you.
Well, you were saying about, is there one local event that you never miss?
Yes, Charleston Wine and Food. I love that so much. I think it's my 4th or 5th? I think it's 5th year going this year. And I always MC some sort of a chef demo, which is really fun because we're partners with them. And it is just a blast. Like, I'm a big foodie. We love to sip some wine and have some food, especially on the show. We do that on the show as well. at 9 a.m.
How come I've never gotten
Heck yeah.
wine on the show?
Yesterday
Oh,
we were sipping tiramisu martinis at 9 a.m. You never know.
Well, you know what? I need to reschedule my next appearance to make
Yeah.
sure that I get. I've gotten some food before, but I've never gotten cocktails.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure that we book somebody when you're coming in.
That's
for
so
sure.
awesome.
Awesome.
And then on that same realm, if you had a visitor that only had one day in town, what would you tell them they have to see in Charleston?
I actually do this all the time because people always text me, even random people I don't know that well text me or
Oh,
DM
that's
me
weird.
asking for a Charleston itinerary because they know I'm always doing something. I would say you want to probably stay downtown if you're trying to hit everything in one day. You wake up, you walk to a local coffee shop. I have been loving Welton's Tiny Bake Shop downtown recently. Oh my gosh, they have this croissant milk latte. You got to get that, get some pastries, enjoy yourself.
Everybody take notes.
Yeah, I would say walk on King Street, go shopping, maybe even take like a boat tour, something like that. That would be really fun. Of course, you got to see all the sights. I'm literally looking at this map right
my
now.
gosh.
I'm looking at this picture
That's
of
so
Charleston
funny.
like, okay, so we're going to walk down King Street. We're going to pop into some shops. Of course, you got to go walk, wear your walking shoes, go see the Battery, go see all those amazing, beautiful homes and everything like that. Got to go grab some oysters with like a happy hour drink of some kind. Dinner, I would try to get a reservation at like Vern's. I'm obsessed with Vern's right now. If you want to stand in the line for chubby fish, maybe you want to do that. But if you would rather, have your reservation, I would say Vern's is my number one pick right now. And then go get some cocktails and just like enjoy the views and the sights and the sounds and the crazy people.
She
on
should be
King
working for
Street.
the tourism commission.
I
You
really
guys
should.
notice that? I mean,
Same.
come on.
Yeah.
You've done that before.
Come on, CVB.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, yeah. You need another job, though.
Yeah.
Like, you're probably
I know.
pretty
So
busy.
busy right now.
I've got you on a
busy.
couple MC events already.
All right, I got one more.
Okay.
So, who would be your dream local or celebrity guest that you
Well,
have not had yet?
Celebrity guest,
Okay.
obviously Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Like that would be if I ever got to meet Taylor Swift. Like I would die happy.
I can't disagree.
Can you do
I
that,
mean,
Mike?
come
Can you
on.
work that? Do you know her?
No, I would say I would like to meet Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Oh, you would?
No,
Okay.
I can't
But
disagree with
I
her.
actually like her husband, so I wouldn't. Her fiance, excuse
Yeah.
me. So.
The thing is, I have been such a lifelong fan. I know everything about her. There would be so much to talk about. I feel like we have so much to relate on
How do
in
you
life.
write a banger every song?
I know. And like, how do you relate so much to every single listener? Like, how is there a
Not
song
just
for
female,
every
too.
exactly? How do you have a song for every single time in anybody's life, any situation? Like, there is a song out there. So there's a lot to get to with that. I mean, I have met Darius Rucker, but I want to interview him so bad because I'm also a huge Darius fan, and I
yeah.
have been for
See,
a
now
very
that's
long time.
my era, love.
What about Danny McBride? Have we run into
I
him
would
yet?
no, I have not met
Trying to
him,
throw
but I
that-
would, Danny, if you're listening, I
Yes.
would also love to interview you. I am a huge Righteous Gemstones
Oh
fan.
my gosh,
oh my
you
god,
have to
I
be.
love that show. I did get to interview the cast of Outer Banks, which was really fun.
Okay, that's cool.
So
That's
we've
cool.
gotten a couple of the Charleston shows down, the Charleston film shows down.
That's
Love it.
awesome. We're just getting started. All
Yeah.
right, Emily, let our listeners know how to get in touch with you or anybody at the station if they're interested in working with you on the show.
Yeah, definitely. You can go on the Li-Fi page and go to the Meet the Team tab and then scroll down. You can see my contact info there. You can click on that and it'll go right to my email. So you can send me an email. That's probably the easiest way as well. There's also a form on Palmetto Life's website where you can submit story ideas as well. So that's another way.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and then if you want to just call Live 5, there's a way to get, if you want to advertise, you can get involved with our sales team there. Go on our Live 5 website as well. Yeah,
Gosh,
there's lots of
that's
ways.
awesome.
I wish she wasn't so darn nice and friendly.
Hi.
Emily,
She's
gosh,
wonderful. I
I
know.
know.
We're just-
like I just
yeah.
wanted to talk crap, but I can't. Like no,
can't.
she's just.
Maybe
Yeah,
next
I'm
year.
media trained. I'm really
So
media.
good.
I got a lot of training.
She's good.
Yeah.
She's
Oh
good
no,
at
you're
what
just a
she
nice
does.
person altogether.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
awesome.
nice people know nice people. That's right.
Yeah, we're all. It's
Well,
just,
you know what?
we're vibing right now.
Exactly.
Well, I look
exactly.
forward to seeing you in a couple weeks for my Pupple
Yeah.
appearance.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And then, of course, thank you, the Chamber. Rebecca Imholt, our executive director, will be on shortly to talk about our fabulous Dine Where You Live campaign. So that's really exciting. So, food.
Oh, we love that.
And we appreciate you taking the time out of your very busy day to come hang out with
Thank
us
you guys
today,
so much
Emily.
for
Thank you
having
so
Yeah.
much.
Yes,
I'm
thank you so much.
honored.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
It was great. So before we leave, we need to once again thank our
Yeah,
almost new sponsor.
Viking mergers. Let's just
Mikey,
throw it out
all
there.
right.
Why not?
I don't want to
you
get
know?
in trouble or,
No, let's do it.
causing any juju
Let's-
if they're not signed
we're
yet. Let's do
manifesting.
it.
We're
Viking
manifesting.
Mergers.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being our first podcast sponsor. That's amazing.
Charleston Media
And of
Solutions.
course, Charleston Media Solutions. We cannot do it without you. If you're interested in sponsoring and being a second sponsor
Hey.
or being a guest on our show, you can reach out to us through the Chamber website. And please subscribe to all of our media channels so you do not miss one episode of our podcast. Will be Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
What a fun conversation.
It's fabulous. Emily, you are amazing. Thank you so
guys.
much.
You're
And
amazing.
do not miss Palmetto Life, Monday
No.
through Friday, 9 a.m.
I know where I'll be.
on Live 5 News.
I'll be watching the TV.
You never know what
I'll
we're
be
going to be
on.
doing.
Exactly.
It's a surprise every day.
Thank you all
Emily.
for listening with us. And until next time, Mount Pleasant. Until next time, listeners.